This is our lecture video in Highway and Railroad Engineering for Module 7, Traffic Engineering under the topic Road Signs and Pavement Markings. Now, what is a road sign? A road sign is a device mounted on a fixed support or permanent signs or portable support, temporary signs, whereby a specific message is conveyed by means of words or symbols placed or erected for the purpose of regulating, warning, or guiding traffic. Now, to be effective, the road sign should fulfill a need, command attention, convey a clear, simple message, command respect, and give adequate time for proper response. Now, to do that, there are 5 signing principles which are called 5 C's. Kasi itong 5 signing principles na to all starts with the letter C. The first one is the road sign should be conspicuous or it should be easily seen. Now, look at this picture. Are the signs conspicuous here? Well, yes, we can see this sign here. But how about the sign over here? Can you see what command it wants to do? What message it wants to convey? Well, hindi na kasi natatakpan siya ng mga dahon. So, well, the signs are not conspicuous. Number 2, the road sign should be clear, legible, can be read in ample time. So, how about this? Well, yeah, nababasa siya. Pero kapag nagda-drive ka, of course, you have your speed. Can you read all of them? No. You can only read maybe a maximum of 3. But you cannot read all of them. So, a sign should be legible or it should be read in ample time. Number 3, a road sign should be comprehensible or understood. Can this sign be clearly understood? So, habang nagde-drive ka sa kalsada, makikita mo itong road sign na to, well, mapagkakamalan mo siyang parang advertisement lang, kasi hindi naman yan yung standard talaga na road sign ilalagay dyan. So, magpapatingin ka na lang, ay, oh, may message pala, hindi pwede yung ganito, hindi pwede yung ganyan. Kasi mukha naman siyang advertisement dito. Hindi niya nasunod yung standard na tsura ng isang road sign. Hindi gaya nung nandun sa banda dun. Those are road signs. But this one looks like a banner and it cannot be clearly understood. Remember, you are driving the roadway. So, limited lang yung time mo na mag-isip kung ano yung nakita mo. So, dapat kapag naglalagay ng road sign sa kalsada, it is the standard para yung driver alam niya agad kung ano yung nakikita niyang bagay doon sa kalsada. Para kung ano yung command na gustong ipagawa, nagagawa niya agad. So, nagkakaroon siya ng decision making as soon as possible na ma-understood niya kung ano yung nasa road sign na yun. Next, number 4, the road sign should be credible or it should be believed. So here, yes, a road sign should be credible. Now, kung ikaw ay tumatawid, nabasa mo to, bawal tumawid, may namatay na dito. Baka yung iba sa inyo may isip, weh, talaga ba? Well, it poses some question mark in them. Really? Meron na ba talagang namatay dyan? Or paniniwalaan ba yun? Parang yung iba pa nga sumusuway sila because they were thinking that that sign is just a joke. So, a sign should be credible. Next, number 5, consistent. Same sign or symbols for the same message. So, we need consistency for our road signs. So, how about this one? Well, this is a road sign. But the question is this the standard shape kung saan mo ilalagay yung symbol na to? Yes, nasunod nga yung symbol. But the question is, was it put in a proper shape of the plate? later on you will find out that the standard shape for the plate for this one, it should be a triangle. Hindi dapat diamond. Mamaya yan, makakakita ulit siya ng panibagong plate doon sa banda doon. Kung naka-oblong naman yun, well, there's no consistency for it. So, kailangan, sabi ko kanina, you are driving the roadway, gumagalaw ka. You're moving. That's why your decision making should be fast. And these road signs will assist you. Kung naka-standard yung mga road signs natin, standard sizes, standard ang color, standard ang sukat, well, it will aid you in faster decision making. So, consistency is very important here. Now, here are the following examples of, well, matatawag nating undesirable practices sa paglalagay ng road sign. Diba sabi natin kanina, a sign must be conspicuous. Ito, tinan nyo yung sign na to. Mababasa mo pa ba kung saan ka papunta? Kung dito mo, by that moment, dito mo siya tinignan, natatakpan na siya ng another road sign here. So, well, how will it aid you in your decision making? So, a sign must be conspicuous. Well, nakakakita tayo ng ganyan in some parts of the Philippines, sadly. Another one, advertising creates clutter and affects visibility of chevron alignment signs. So, these are chevron alignment signs. Yung letter V na yan. Well, tinutulungan niya yung sasakyan, yung driver para mapinpoint na merong curve. Pero paano kung merong mga katulad niyan, advertisements here? So, halos takpan na yung mga natin, chevron alignment signs natin. Paano kung nakalagay pa dito yung mga advertisements natin? So, mahirap na, lalo na sa gabi. So, that will cause accidents. Do motorists know what a stop sign means? So, ito yung nakita sa actual. Pero ito ang standard. Ito dapat ang nakalagay. It means full stop na to. This standard sign already means full stop. Bakit ka pa naglagay dito ng salitang full? So redundant. So parang, well, does it mean that drivers doesn't know what that sign really means? Full stop? Agad? Dito redundant? No. You should follow the standard sign para consistent na yan na yung susundin. Hindi na naglalagay ng kung ano-ano doon sa loob kasi naka-standard na nga eh. So, as mentioned earlier, dapat may consistency yung mga road signs natin para hindi nakakalito sa mga motorista. How about this one? Well, naglagay nga sila ng kung saan papuntang lugar yan. But the problem here is yung sukat ng plate. Tapos, may nilalagay pang kung ano-ano dun sa taas, mayroon pa sa baba. Mamaya advertisement yan or phone number ng kung ano-ano. O di kaya, sa mga ibang road signs na nakikita natin kung minsan, meron pa yung mga tagline ng mga politiko dito. O di kaya pagmumukha ng politiko dito sa baba, this is where your taxes go. Mga ganyan-ganyan ba? Pero wag naman sana. Let's follow the standard design para hindi nakakalito sa mga motorista. And take note, international din itong mga to. So, in case na may mga magdadrive sa kalye natin na mga foreigners, at least alam na nila agad kung ano yung mga signages na yun. How about this one? Can you read this sign? This road sign here is mentioning kung saan papunta yung mga daan na yan. But the problem there is it's too little. So, para mabasa mo, kailangan mo pang pumunta talaga sa gitna. And that would be dangerous. So, dapat nilakihan naman ng konti. Ayan. How about this one? Old standard. Speed limit 35. Parang pag nakita mo to, parang may biglang lalabas na halimaw. Well, meron na tayong sinusunod ng mga revised standards. So, hindi na tayo dapat naglalagay pa ng mga old standard na mga road sign para consistent nga. Masunod natin yung consistency ng mga road signages natin. So, ito, someone must have used a different standard manual. How about this one? Lack of maintenance. Natatakpan na ng mga sanga yung chevron signs natin dito. So, sana part of the budget of the government goes also in maintenance of these road signs. Sana magamit ng maayos. This one is non-standard. Yes, non-standard kasi hindi naman ito yung nakalagay doon sa sinusunod natin na manual. And when I say manual, ito yung nilabas na DPWH na manual na gagamitin. So this is the Department Order Number 41 Series of 2012, Adoption of the Revised Manual on DPWH Highway Safety Design Standards. Is the May 2012 edition. And ito yun. Ito yung sinasabing manual. The Highway Safety Design Standards or HSDS. It is the Part 2 Road Signs and Pavement Markings Manual. It is used as the official reference for the design and installation of road signs and pavement markings on national and local roads. To establish and maintain a standardized system of signs and pavement markings on national and local roads, to maximize safety and provide credible instructions to driver. So, ito na yung sinusunod natin. Now, there are 6 classification of road signs. We have the first one, regulatory signs, or these are the type R. O yung mga pangalan ng mga signages natin nilalagyan ko minsan ng kung regulatory signs yan, you can write there R-1, R-2, R-3, or sometimes since hindi nga familiar karamihan ng sa publiko yung mga R-1 na yan, nilalagay na lang is yung common na common na name ng mga road signs na yun, symbols. The second one is warning signs, or these are the type W. C, guide signs or informative signs, the type G. Signs for expressways, type GE. Traffic instruction signs and hazard markers, or type HM. Ito yung una, regulatory signs. These regulatory signs are those which require drivers' compliance. Informs road users of traffic rules and regulations that if disregarded will constitute an offense. Ito yung pagmumultahin ka na. So here are the priority signs. Ito, very common na sa atin ito. Itong si stop sign. Stop sign, the driver must stop at designated stop line, no parking within 6 meters. The give way sign. Yield to the vehicles on right side of intersection. The left turner must give way sign. So, nakasulat na dyan. So, priority signs, stop sign is R1-1. The purpose and application. At an intersection where complete stop is required by law for safety, complete stop, full stop, drivers shall have sufficient time to assess hazards. So, nilalagay yan, hindi yung may hazard na agad-agad sa harapan ng driver, but rather, may sufficient time pa siya to assess kung anong decision ang gagawin niya upon seeing the hazard. So, nilalagay yan before the hazard. Location. On two-way road on right side facing approaching traffic and as close as practicable to point of stop, or that is less than 9 meter from edge of intersecting carriage way. On one-way road, both sides facing approaching traffic, supplemented by a stop line. For road intersecting at acute angle, the sign shall not be visible on the through road. Also used at railway crossing, movable gates or barriers. Yes, dalas natin makita yan. Okay, how about this? So the give way sign is R1-2, purpose and application. At intersections where there is a need to resolve uncertainty as to which traffic is required to give way to another. Location, channelized intersections, median openings, and roundabouts. At one end of short sections of one-lane road, including one-lane bridges, erected on both sides facing approaching traffic. So you give way to the other traffic. Next, we have the direction signs. These signs indicate the only directions in which the motorist is obliged to follow. So the first one here is vehicles may pass either side, no turns, one way, keep right, all traffic, merging traffic, two-way, sa lubong na trapiko, right lane must turn right, left lane must turn left. Okay, so the direction signs there, we have this type, mga bilog, and we have the plate type. Okay, so the purpose for these direction signs is indicates the only directions the motorists is obliged to follow, normally used in conjunction with islands at channelized intersections. Now the plate type o yung rectangular is only used in urban areas. These are used for urban areas. For the disc type, yung mga bilog, meron tayong sinusunod na sizes, 450 mm for urban at low speed. We have the 600 mm for the rural roads, 60 to 70 kilometers per hour. And we have the 750 mm for the high-speed rural multi-lane urban. Now we have the number 3 under regulatory signs pa rin tayo. So this number 3, prohibitive or restrictive signs. These signs indicate the only directions in which the motorist is obliged to follow. So, obligadong sundin ito ng motorista. No entry for all vehicles. Meron niyang dalawa. We have the desk type and the plate type. No cars, no jeepneys, no buses, no trucks, no vehicles, no bicycles, no motorcycles, no tricycles, no vehicles with trailer, no animal drawn vehicles, no push carts. So, pati push cart. No pedestrian crossing. Very common. So, pedestrians are not allowed to cross the road. Use overpass or use fencing. Pedestrians must use an overpass or the pedestrian crossing. Kaya siya tinawag na fencing. Para kapag isusulat na siya sa plate type, fencing na lang. Or in Tagalog, bawal gamitin ng overpass. Next, no right turn or no left turn. Vehicles are not allowed to turn left or right. So may this type, may plate type. No U-turn. Vehicles are not allowed to make a U-turn. And then we have this no overtaking zone. Bawal lumusot in Tagalog. So the prohibition of overtaking, that is R3-16, purpose and application to forbid overtaking in no overtaking zones. Location, normally used to supplement double yellow lane marking on narrow bridges and short sections of one-lane carriageway having width less than 5 meters. So pinagbabawal na ang pag-o-overtake kapag yung carriageway o yung nasimentong parte ng kalsada o yung part na dinadaanan ng sasakyan is less than 5 meters. So, bawal nang mag-overtake doon. Also, for width less than 5.5 meters, if commercial vehicles constitute more than 1/3 of the traffic or if the alignment is poor. So, naglalagay na ng ganitong mga signages. Speed limit signs. Maximum speed restriction. So, pag nakita mo na to sa kalsada, meaning, hindi ka nalalagpas sa speed na yan, 60 kilometers per hour or 100 kilometers per hour. End of restriction. So, tapos na yung paglilimitan ng speed. Then, we have the minimum speed restriction. So, may mapapansin kayo diyang nakasulat na minimum. Parking and stopping signs. No parking sign na madalas na nababiolate. So, yan yung pinagmumulta na din. No parking, tow-away zone. Then we have here, no parking anytime from Monday to Friday. No stopping or parking anytime within the yellow box. So, dapat pinturahan mo muna ng ganitong itsura dun sa part na ayaw mong paparkingan. Right turner cross at broken lines. Vehicles from the left lane may cross the broken line to turn right within the bus or the PUJ or the public utility jeepney zone. Right turner cross at broken lines. So, kikita natin mamaya yan sa pavement markings kung ano yung mga broken lines and solid lines. No parking allowed in the following zones: bus stop zone, bus PUJ stop zone, PUJ stop zone, or public utility jeepney stop zone. Parking and stopping signs. So, allowable parking and loading zone at a given time and place. Kung mapapansin nyo, may nakalagay dyan na time and date dito sa part na to. Okay? So, acceptable pa rin. Standard pa rin yan. No parking on fire hydrant within 4 meters. No waiting. Ito, no waiting lang. Anytime. Pero dito naglalagay na ng schedule. Tagalog. Bawal maghintay anumang oras. So, huwag nang tumambay. No stopping anytime. No loading and unloading zone. Bawal magsakay at magbaba. Then we have here the miscellaneous signs. Load and dimensions restriction signs. First one, no entry for vehicles with more 2 meters of width. So, kung ang width ng vehicle mo ay 3 meters, bawal nang papasukin doon. So, dapat less than 2 meters lang ang pwedeng mag-entry. Then, we have the no entry for vehicles with 3.5 meters in height. So, dapat mas mababa pa sa 3.5 meters ang height ng vehicle mo para papasukin ka. Then, we have no entry for vehicles with more than 10 meters in length. This time, length naman ang pinag-uusapan. Dapat less than 10 meters or 10 meters and less. No entry for vehicles with gross vehicle mass of more than 5 tons. So, dapat 5 tons pababa ang pwede lang papasukin. No entry for vehicles with gross axle load of more than 2 tons. Use seat belts sign, and it is used pursuant to Republic Act 8750 or the seat belt law. No blowing of horns. We also have here more miscellaneous signs. Be aware of pedestrian crossing. Be aware of children crossing. Bike lane ahead. Be aware of persons with disability crossing. Puro awareness. So we have here the pedestrian crossing R6-8. Unlike the pedestrian crossing warning sign or the W6-1, which is placed in advance, R6-8 is a regulatory sign to be placed at the stop lines or at the approaches to a zebra pedestrian crossing. Okay? So, meron pang isa, aside from this regulatory sign na to, meron pang warning sign which is placed in advance, which is makikita natin mamaya kung anong itsura ng warning sign for pedestrian crossing. Another one is the pedestrian crossing R6-8, unlike the children warning sign W6-2, which is placed in advance. This is actually R6-9. It is a regulatory sign, so R6-9 is a regulatory sign to be placed at the stop lines on the approaches to a marked school children crossing. So, those are the regulatory signs. Tapos na natin yung A. Now, this time, we go to the warning signs, B. The warning signs that are used to warn motorists of potentially hazardous conditions on or adjacent to the road. Warning signs should not be used when drivers can observe and appreciate the potential hazard ahead under normal condition. So, dapat may condition dito. Okay? So, we have the horizontal signs. The first one for warning signs are the horizontal signs. These signs are used to indicate the type of road curve ahead of the motorist. This one is sharp turn, reverse turn or double bend, curve or double curve, reverse curve, winding road, and then we have the hairpin bend. Okay. So for the horizontal alignment signs, curve sign or the W1-3 used in advance of a substandard curve or a curve that may not be evident to the motorist in the course of his travel along a reasonable straight section of the road. So, ito yung hindi mahahalata agad na may kurba. So, kaya ito nilalagay para maging aware yung driver, para ma-warningan siya, may pakurba na doon sa pupuntahan niya. Kasi, under normal condition, hindi niya kasi makikita agad-agad na pa-curve na pala yung daanan niya. An advisory speed plate can be used to supplement the intention of the sign. So, ito, nilalagay pa tayo ng advisory speed plate. So, parang nilalagyan ng speed limit doon sa sasakyan as it approaches the curve. Intersection signs. Number 2. Signs when one approaches an intersection or junction. So we have there 3 types. Intersection ahead. Ito makikita kung it says about roundabout or the rotunda. T-junction, the Y-junction, the side road junction, approach to intersection side road, and then this is the approach to intersection merging traffic. This is the crossroad sign, W2-1, generally used where sight distance on the approach to an intersection is less than the safe stopping distance, or where drivers may have difficulty appreciating the presence of intersection ahead. Generally, shall not be used where stop, give way, or traffic signals are installed. So, huwag mo nang gagamitin to kung meron na tong dalawang to. Okay. Use in advance of an intersection where two roads cross at a common point. This sign shall not be used on a side road to a controlled intersection. Priority road signs W2-8, W2-9, and W2-10. These signs inform the motorist that the road he travels on is a priority road, with the intersection being controlled by a stop or give-way sign. Should not be used unless the side roads are positively controlled. Next, the number 3, we have there the advance warning or traffic control device signs. Signs when one approaches an intersection or junction. So we have there traffic lights ahead, and driver must not park or stop within 6 meters of the sign as it reduces visibility for other drivers. Stop sign ahead, and then give way sign ahead. Now we have here the road width signs. Sign used at a sudden change of road width, either narrowing or widening of carriageways. So we have here narrow bridge ahead. So meaning it is informing the motorist na mayroong tulay na mas makipot pa doon sa dinadrive niya na kalsada. We have here road narrows ahead, two-way road ahead, end of two-way road ahead. So we have here the road width sign W4, narrow bridge sign W4-1, used on approaches to all road bridges having a width between curbs of 5.5 meter or less, between 5.5 meter and 6.0 meter in exceptional cases of high-speed sections of road with heavy traffic volumes, or less than that of the approach pavement regardless of width. Divided road sign or W4-3, used to warn motorists of the approach to a divided road when the median island is more than 300 meter in length. So itong median island na to is more than 300 meters in length. Road obstacle signs. So we have here the opening bridge ahead, uneven road ahead, hump ahead, downhill sign, uphill sign, flood prone area sign, landslide prone area sign, slippery when wet sign, spillway sign, animal crossing ahead, low flying plane zone. So these are the road obstacle signs. So ito na yung ating pedestrian signs. Pedestrian crossing ahead or slow down, pedestrian crossing ahead. Be aware and stop for children crossing ahead. Be aware and stop for persons with disabilities ahead. Advise to pedestrian to cross at designated areas. Cross only at pedestrian crossing. Be aware and slow down on bike lane ahead. Now, for pedestrian crossing ahead sign or the W6-1 and slow down pedestrian ahead sign W6-1P, these signs are interchangeable and used to warn motorists of the presence of pedestrians who may be crossing the road ahead, regardless whether there is a designated crossing. For a designated zebra crossing, use R6-8 sign. So, warning the motorist na may mga palaging tumatawid doon na mga pedestrians. Children crossing sign or the W6-2, this sign is used to warn motorists of the presence of school children who may be crossing the road ahead regardless of whether there is a designated school crossing. So, yung mga madalas ginagamit yung part na yon ng kalsada as tawiran kahit na walang designated na na markings. We have number 7, the railway level crossing signs. Railroad crossing vehicles must stop or give the right of way. Railway crossing advance warning. Alternative railway crossing position in an area that can be easily seen. Next, we have number 8, the supplementary signs. So here means preferred maximum speed during normal weather traffic conditions. On side road, additional sign on roadworks ahead. This indicates the distance from the hazard. So ilalagay mo dito, indicate mo kung ilang kilometro yung hazard. For buses, for PUJ or Public Utility Jeepney. Now this one, when wet, combined with the slippery road warning sign. Signs of persons with disabilities, senior citizens, schools, and playgrounds. Number 9, other warning signs. The vertical clearance sign. Maximum height of the vehicle must be 5.2 meters or less. This is the low clearance. Maximum height of a vehicle must be 4.8 meters or less. So these are all warning signs. Now in the next video, we will have the guide signs and the others. Thank you.